What's up guys, welcome to this channel. This is the fourth part of Rimuru's elegant escape. If you haven't yet watched previous parts, then you may watch them before watching this video. Link available in the description. I will also upload the next part of it, so don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Now let's start our chapter. They made Laplace shut up and gave him the job of kidnapping the students with the air pirate ship. As I thought, you're planning on using my ship. This is a message from Rimuru-sama, but he said if you are able to complete the mission, he would even prepare a letter of marque. I will do it. Please leave it to me. Laplace's whole face was lit up with a smile and he took Tia and happily rushed out. It would be better to limit the use of spatial travel so that Milim doesn't notice. Souei had already decided that this mission would best fitted for Laplace when Souei received the mission from Rimuru at first. However, it was their blunder that they didn't know there was such a rage among airships currently. Diablo and Souei reflected on that on the inside. And after that, the two of them began discussing about the second objective. It had been a while after the ship had taken off. Although the duration of flight is affected by the weather, the plane would arrive at Ingratia Academy City within 10 hours. However, this time, a certain event will soon commence. And exactly when I was thinking of that, Laplace came. The announcer had announced that the plane was now entering a state of emergency. Magnus kept on talking to me frequently, so Laplace really saved me. Why do I need to tell this guy about my favorite food or hobby and stuff? He isn't trying to hit on me, is he? I don't think so, cause I look very plain now, as I was wearing round spectacles, a mask, and also had black hair. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter since Laplace is here. After all, starting now, he won't have the leeway to be hitting on people. Hi-ya-hi-ya. This ship is now under the rule of the air pirates' greed circus. Cry, scream, and despair as you please. A cheerful voice echoed inside the ship. Laplace, that bastard, looks like he's enjoying this to the fullest. He wanted a letter of marque because he wanted to do this, eh? Well, it doesn't really matter as it won't really affect me. He won't dare attack any of the Tempest Airlines ships, and it isn't really fun seeing the ships the other countries develop emerge into the sky. For what it matters, I have already confiscated all the techniques related to airships from the Empire. It was among one of the conditions to acknowledge the Empire as independent. After all, I would like the monopoly of the sky to remain under Tempest, although I don't think it will ever happen, but, to prevent the usage of airships in wars between countries, this matter was one of the highest importance. After all, if you were to get rid of the skies among sky, land, and the sphere's only limited area where you can fight. Although I don't think there are any idiots out there who would come picking a fight with us, it would be difficult to stop other countries from fighting amongst each other. We can be the mediators, but intruding in their problems even before a war breaks out would only buy their animosity. And when I thought about it, considering all that, to have those wars not affect any civilians, removing flying forces would be the most effective. Airships are inventions which completely change the concept of wars. And because of this, there was a need for us to keep it to ourselves. As such, there was also a need to crush the airship-related inventions made by other countries. And so I was thinking of coming up with something to stop that. So if I were to just leave it to Laplace, he would happily do these tasks. All that's left is to make sure they don't find out I am the one behind this. I should be careful to not leave any evidence behind. While thinking of such things, I was observing the course of events. You can rest easy. I will protect you. This Magnus dude took my hand and said so without even feeling the least bit embarrassed. What's this? What's this? I felt like shouting that out loud. What, you can rest easy, I will protect, huh? Don't shit around with me, you idiot. In the first place, I told you I'm a guy. My heart is undoubtedly that of a guy. This Magnus dude really doesn't listen to other people. I ended up grumbling about him. I guess I will let it rest since I didn't say it out loud. Putting Magnus aside, I should go and do my job. A jolt raced through the ship, signifying that Laplace's ship had connected. The cockpit is probably in a state of panic right about now. First, let's rest at ease. I predicted such situations to occur and installed emergency transmission devices in every ship. I brought out a sticky steel string from my fingertip and promptly connected to one of those devices. With this, I can produce letters on the monitor using transmission codes. It would have been easy if I used thought transmission, but I decided to not use skills which leave traces behind as much as possible, but this is turning out to be quite difficult. Or so I am complaining, but actually, I installed these devices cause I wanted to enjoy moments like these. I am glad they are coming in handy. I will keep it a secret that I am having fun feeling like a spy. My message was shown on the cockpit's monitor. It seems like the aviation transmission decoder is reporting that to the captain with a pale face. I can perfectly grasp the situation with my spatial grasp. I also let them know that I am aware of the cockpit's situation. As expected of the aviation warrior elites. They moved exactly as I had predicted. A smile appeared on their faces as if to show that they were excited because this boring flight turned into something fun. More than anything, using my name was important. It was an order from the top of their companies. Of course they would be in high spirits. After that, things progressed smoothly. Hi. You see, I am in need of some strong subordinates. You people, you young and talented people. If you become my subordinate, I will spare your lives. I understand you're completely on board with this, but can't you do something about how you talk? If he keeps on doing this every time, and if by chance someone were to know that he is my underling. No, let's not think of something so far ahead. More importantly, I should enjoy this moment. You bastard. To do this to an honorable teacher of Tempest Development of Human Resources Academy GUA. A brave teacher challenged Laplace as he was getting too excited. But, needless to say, he was beaten up. The teachers are more or less brilliant, but even the head of the year is about a rank at most. Normal teachers like these are of about B or a rank, so there's no way they could win against Laplace. That teacher has good prospects. It would be troublesome if he were to quit, so I guess I will go visit him later with some gifts. Fuff you, I am the strongest. Did you think you could win against me with just that? Naive. Laplace got passionate with his acting. He was glancing towards me, as if he wanted compliments or something. I hurriedly averted my gaze. That idiot, what does he plan on doing if they know we are allies? On top of that, the sign he slightly made with his hand was saying that he wanted more chips as reward. It is true that his acting is quite good, but what a cheeky little brat. And well, I was exasperated by Laplace, but the same couldn't be said of the other passengers. They were just about to panic. However. Alright, stop. I just checked up right now, but it looks like there are quite a few students aboard, huh? Captain, how about we kidnap these kids this time? Even if we kidnap that old man over there. Doesn't feel like he will be of any use even if we train him from now. Tia, It seems like she came over to this side after the linking with the ship was done. In the end, no more fights broke out on the ship. Because Tia came in with two passed out ride conductors. They were actually acting passed out. As even B-rank experts were no match for them, even the Academy's teacher group gave up. After all, there's a fear of the ship itself getting destroyed if a serious fight broke out. They probably made their decision considering that. And like that, they obeyed Laplace and the students got on Laplace's ship. Listen here now, don't you kids go around and be riotous on the ship, alright? If you do, I will be super angry, you know. That's probably him being serious. This ship is extremely precious to Laplace. He probably would rampage immaturely if even the insides of the ship got damaged. Or rather, I am impressed he even agreed to using this ship. It seems like there are more reasons behind it other than the letter of marque I suggested. He was probably intimidated by Diablo. Laplace was aware that he had a hard time dealing with Diablo, so he probably went for the letter of marque rather than trying to defy him. If so, then I should think that this situation is completely within Diablo's prediction. As expected of Diablo, seems like he read my movement quite accurately. After this and that, the students all got on board Laplace's ship, even the ones from the luxurious rooms. It looks like Tia went ahead and made them shut up beforehand. And like this, just as I had expected, we succeeded in getting everyone related to the academies on Laplace's ship and headed towards Maldorando Island. By the way, this is what happened on the ship after we had left. We are extremely sorry for the commotion. The air pirates just now were just a sideshow our leader, Rimuru Tempest, had thought up of. It was planned to have the passengers feel a stimulation on this boring flight. Moreover, we haven't let the people related to the academies know of this to have them learn how to deal with emergencies. We are extremely sorry for the troubles such a broadcast was circulated. With this, The passengers' anxiety and fear was rubbed off and a sense of relief brought on a feeling of excitement for them. There was no complaints as my name was said. Well, there was no damage or problems either, so it can't be helped if people associate this incident with the rioting Laplace later on. If that time comes, I swore to myself to declare that they are copycat criminals. So guys, that's it for today. I will upload next chapter soon.